Hello guys, and you join me in the all-new Tesla Model 3. Technically the Highland model, if you may want to call it that. And we are in this all-new red model. This is my first time driving it. I just have it for the next few minutes. And let's just take a quick tour on the exterior. We can see we have our red. They even call it Highland here on the key card here from Tesla. Pretty cool. Let's pop outside real quick. You see this one is finished in the new red color. It doesn't have the wheel caps on actually, so it looks a little bit odd. But check it out here. With their fresh front fascia now, I think it looks pretty fresh and clean. We have our new LED headlights here that have matrix capability when they are enabled in the US. Really nice looking design, but we do have that indicator here for the US market. Over here we also can see our nice Tesla badge. Same style front design as well. We also have our newer style side repeaters and now blend into the door panels, which is a really nice touch here. And you can check out these wheels here. Pretty interesting without the aero covers on. Now of course you can get a cap here to kind of cover this if you want this style as well. We have silver calipers on this one. Love the blacked out trim on the Model 3s now. I think this new facelift is a really clean, spacious, it's nice design, a little bit more futuristic looking. Definitely freshens it up. And I actually really love the rear end the most actually than the front end on this facelifted model. I love these kind of C-shaped lobster claw style taillights. I know they're kind of like a little bit overused I guess nowadays, but they look really nice on the Model 3, and I like how they're blended into the rear trunk area. We can also open up the rear trunk area. You can see we have those wheel covers back here actually in the plastic wraps. Is a brand new vehicle. A lot of storage underneath as well. We can just close this up. Power rear tailgate, which is really nice now. And of course we have our front trunk. Let's hop in the rear seats because there's some stuff that has changed here. Love the new materials on the interior. Let's hop inside. You can also notice build quality has been dramatically improved in this newer Tesla Model 3. Nice solid thunk from the doors now. And I have to say, the whole door panel feels a lot more solid than it definitely used to be. You can see that little hint of the ambient lighting here when I open up the door, as well as throughout the entire interior, which is really nice. We have our door button here, our speaker system. I think there's 17 speakers in this Model 3. Fantastic speaker system. Nice big felt lined door cubby here. It feels like the carpet actually on the floor, but even thicker. Really like that. Again, everything's really solid in here. No creaks, rattles, or anything. All the panels feel like they're built together, so I think Tesla's really improved here. We have two USB-C ports in the center console with an air vent, and this new 8-inch, I believe, touchscreen back here, so we can control the rear climate controls. We can also watch things like YouTube when you're connected to Wi-Fi. You can play games. You can have some more settings, add Bluetooth devices, control the volume output, and you can also control the rear seat heating and control the front driver's seat with this little button here, which is really cool. I'm sorry, front passenger seat, if you want to move it up and forth. Love that feature. And of course, since this is connected to the whole car's kind of just general system, you can probably put a lot more stuff in this in the future with software updates. So I'm excited to see what they kind of throw on here. Really incredible response and graphics as well. Seats themselves still feel really nice. It's a little bit snug back here. This is my driving position. I mean, I could probably sit a little bit closer, but it's a little bit snug. We do have some rear seat storage. Completely flat floor, you know, as is an EV, so you could honestly fit 3 people in here. Sitting in this center console, I have about this much headroom. Sitting in the actual seat, I have about this much headroom. So there's a little bit of a hump here, but it's really not that bad. Center armrest folds down. You got 2 cup holders. Nice premium interior as well. Again, some more storage back here. And I love the kind of micro suede material here. Much more sculpted and sturdy than it was before. Automatic rear windows, up and down. And we have that nice ambient lighting strip, and of course that really nice new front end. So let's go hop up front and take a look at what's happening over there. I'm going to slide over to the driver's side, open up the door, and we can just hop inside here and check out this new cockpit. Love the Model 3 side sill plate there. Hopping inside, really nice. And solid thunk from the doors now. Our door controls here for opening and closing, our window controls, and again that ambient lighting strip that wraps around the entire cabin. They've improved the center console even more so. Feels a lot better, the operation of this little centerpiece here. Big storage space here. Also very sturdy, I like that. 2 wireless chargers here in that micro suede material. And we have the redesigned dashboard now with this huge ambient lighting strip. Nice premium materials to accent the air vents that are hidden under the entire dashboard here, which are really nice. And we also have this newer style steering wheel here. So we have the Tesla logo and the center console here. Again, still large panoramic glass roof all around. It looks like there's some speakers up here as well, which is really nice. And we now have the steering wheel that has all the controls integrated into it. So we have our turn indicators here that will unlock this little side camera when you're turning. Of course, we can still adjust our steering wheel here. We have looks like a camera button here to kind of open up our cameras and a quick access. Our autopilot controls here, windshield wipers, and a voice control here as well. And I like this little Tesla badge. Steering wheel itself feels very nice. The steering rack feels like they changed something. It feels a lot tighter. Nice control in here. And there's all new acoustic laminated glass all around you, even better noise insulation, better kind of sound deadening materials. Really nice stuff. The screen, I think it just has slimmer bezels, though it's still a fantastic screen. Some of the most responsive, and I think the most responsive infotainment system on the entire market right now. Tesla just knows how to do an infotainment system, especially if it's the only piece of the vehicle that you're kind of controlling all the time. It has to be good. So it is fantastic still. What is new though, of course, is the ambient lighting. And that's a really fun one we can play around with. That's kind of like the main highlight feature of this interior now, is you can kind of choose all these different colors, make it whatever you want. You have a whole color wheel here to kind of change the ambient lighting throughout the interior, which I really like. It looks really nice. This blue color, we have purple, pink, red, all that fun stuff. And I believe this Model 3 now has cooled seats. So I think we can access that in our climate settings here. We have heated rear seats and cooled seats. Check that out here. So heated and cooled seats in the Model 3. Model S and X don't even have cooled seats, so that's a really nice function. And Tesla has actually improved the heating elements in their newer seat design to give you a better kind of just general, more distributed heating element there. Of course, we have a glove box over here for more additional storage. So let's take this thing on a quick drive while I have this Model 3 with you guys, and let's see how it feels on the road here. I'm going to pop my phone right on this wireless charging mat here, buckle up, and let's head out. Okay guys, let's take this Model 3 on a drive. So now we can see that it is a new one because we have the new gear selector version here where we have to kind of swipe forward for drive and back for reverse. We can see our mirrors fold down, Tesla Vision's in full working here, and we can see our cameras pop up here, popping into drive. Window wipers are a little bit aggressive right now. They're on auto. You can lower them down. It's not raining that much right now, and let's head off. So what do I notice right off the bat from driving this new Tesla Model 3? Well, it feels a lot stiffer actually than the previous generation. Oh, I wouldn't say generation, just I guess pre-facelifted version. I like the new steering wheel. I think it's a really clean looking design. It also feels really nice in the hand. What I don't like too much is the lack of the stalks. I know a lot of people have been complaining about this. It's definitely something you will get used to. I can definitely say that. I already tried to go for this, trying to look for the turn indicator, but it's pretty simple. You just press this button here. You have your camera turn on. I don't think it's really that difficult to get used to, but something to note if you are looking at the new Model 3 Highland. And if you have something like an S or an X now already, you'll probably be familiar with it, and I'm sure this will be coming to the Model Y not too far into the future as well. It's just about simplifying things. You can see how easy it is to operate that as well. Just press your left hand button there and it's off. And the new Model 3 has a little bit of an increase in range and price as well. It's no longer qualifying for that tax credit, so might be a little bit more expensive to get. But if you really want the more improved interior, see autopilot kicked in there just a little bit, and you can definitely tell how much quieter it is in this interior. I don't feel like I hear any much more noise. Now, my last Model 3 that I drove was the kind of updated one with the newer interior style of the center console, and that already was generally very quiet. I didn't really have any complaints about that, but this is noticeably a lot quieter than that one was, and I do really like that. Tesla says they kind of redid the glass design to kind of make it a little more acoustically sound and insulated, and of course all the new interior materials and stuff throughout the interior is going to help to kind of reduce that sound as well from the exterior. But I think it definitely works. It does feel a lot more premium in here. Steering feel is not real. It's a little bit artificial feeling, but it is pretty stiff and heavy. I believe you are able to control that through the driver settings over here. And as with all Teslas, there's so many controls in here. Of course, you can still control your mirrors like this with the steering wheel. Nothing really much has changed with that. The real big things are this new drive mode selector from the Model S that we have, and a few other little things like the ambient lighting in here. So we can go to lights, press this, and just play around with our ambient lighting. We can have it green, we could have it blue, pink, purple, really whatever you can kind of pick out of this color wheel, which is really nice. And you can even save some favorite colors as well and kind of keep them on here, which is nice of a little feature there. Of course, we have autopilot. I don't think this one has FSD beta, as it is a demo vehicle, but you can see some of the other fun features throughout this infotainment system, which is nice. Navigation as well. And of course, this one now has the full Tesla vision system. Gone really is the older sensor style systems, which is controversial. I kind of feel safer with sensors, but it is what it is these days on these newer vehicles. I do want to give you guys a quick little acceleration demo on getting onto a highway here, see what that's like. So Model 3, for what it is still pretty quick, especially just around 4,000 pounds. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's still really fast. You could feel that acceleration in the Model 3 for sure. What a pep. I love the cameras here, and the cameras on the Model 3 are incredibly clear. I have to say, really impressed with the camera quality on this new kind of hardware 4 autopilot camera system. Really clear, really crisp. I'm just driving a Mercedes GLS this week, and it's honestly as clear, if not even clearer than those cameras, and those are really impressive already. Going over this little rough road here, suspension is really fantastic. It's really kind of dampening out all these bumps really well. Very well isolated. I don't feel any kind of jitter or kind of like aggressive motions inside the cabin, which is really nice. This is a really rough patch of road here. Wow, that's really refined. Good job on Tesla for that. And you know, you still have that benefit of being on the supercharger network with Teslas and being just directly integrated with it, not having to be on another external vehicle. Of course, other vehicles are getting access now, which is great, but I'm still gonna have the best benefits being in a Tesla and the whole integrated system. Really excited to start seeing more of these around the roads, kind of switch it up from the traditional Model 3 design. And you know, so far so good on this quick little drive I'm doing right now. I'm really impressed actually with the changes they made. I wasn't expecting to like it as much. It feels like a substantial amount of changes here. You can see the Vision Pro system kind of just working around. I just called it Vision Pro. Apple Vision Pro launched today as of filming this video, so that's been stuck in my head. Apologies if I'm calling it that, but see, it shows our lights changing as well. Really cool features. I'm really honestly impressed with the steering. That's some of like my favorite part of this so far, this experience. Really nice, tight steering. I feel in control, which is nice. Quick steering as well. So far so good with this Model 3 Highland. Very impressed, Tesla. Wow. Good stuff coming out of Tesla, guys. Good stuff. Anyways, thank you for joining me on this quick drive of the Model 3 Highland. And of course, stay tuned for more coming on Allcarnews. Cheers.